So yeah, good evening. Then we'll dive into today's class. JavaScript arrays and strings. This arrays concept is different from like if some of you already gone through this Java or different type of programming language. There will be a small difference with other programming languages array and JavaScript programming languages array. I'll explain it. So today also I'm going to go on my own. I'm not going to stick with this material. I'm going to explain it to you on my own, and after that I'm going to link my explanations with the material. I'm going to link whatever I've taught you with the material, because that is what you said yesterday. You all agreed with to go with that way. Since I'm going with that way, or else I would have gone with this way. Anything, it's up to you. If you want to change the way it is, you can do it. You can put it in the chat. I'll go with the material, or else I'll go in my way. Sir, it have aptitude test during interview. Aptitude test also will be there in interview, I think. Yes, it will be there. In other companies also it will be there. So yesterday's session was good, right? Then yeah, let's start with arrays. Now, okay. Okay. Now, before starting itself, I'll tell you. I'll make sure to. You will answer me why array is needed. You will answer me now in the chat. I'll give you a scenario before even starting. Today our concept is arrays and strings. Remember, first I'll teach you about arrays, then I'll teach you about strings. First is array. Now, let us take as a scenario. There are 100 usernames. I'm starting a company and there are 100 customers, 100 users. So I need to create, I need to store, understand what I'm talking. I need to store all the 100 usernames in the code. In our JavaScript code, I need to store all the 100 variables, all the 100 different not variables, sorry, all the 100 usernames, different usernames. Why? Because my name is Monesh, the other person name can be Vishnu, the other person name can be something else. So names will be different, right? But we need to store it in JavaScript. Can you come up with a solution? There is one possible solution in a normal way solution, doing like let uh, user 1 equal to Monesh, let user 2 equal to Vishnu, let user 3, like that. You can do user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 50, user 70, user 80, user 100. You can do 100 of variables. But my question is it a good way? Is this a good way? Do you think is this a good way? Do you think assigning 100 variables, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 100, and assigning the usernames, do you think is it a good way? No, right? No, right? Some of you have answered arrays. That is right. So why? Then what is the solution? What is the solution for this kind of thing? The solution is using arrays. Now, what is this arrays, sir? You're talking something new, sir. What is this arrays? Arrays is nothing but collection of data. It is just collection of data. Now with arrays, my job becomes a bit easier. How? Just open a square bracket, close a square bracket, just start writing the names. Like Monesh, Vishnu, Rakesh, something. And yeah, it keeps on going. You can keep on going like this. Now here also you will be writing the names. You have to write the 100 names, or else if the names are in a horizontal manner, you can just copy them and you can paste it here. That also you can do. But now, which one do you think is better? Writing user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4 like that, or writing it in an array fashion? Which one do you think is better? And there is lot of memory saving also. I'll tell you about that. Now you're agreeing that array is better. You are all agreeing that array is better. There is also a concept of memory saving. Why? Because Here, are you introducing new variables? Are you introducing new variables here? Are you writing 100 variables here? I'm not talking about usernames. Are you writing 100 variables? In previous method that I've shown you, we are writing 100 variables, but here we are not writing variables, so you are indirectly saving 100 variable names, 100 variables data you are indirectly saving in your uh, program. And also there is an advantage of time complexity, then the amount of time that your code runs. How? To every time initialize variables and to initialize the variables in value into a variable, it takes a millisecond of time. Now we are not doing that. So both size wise, like both the space wise and both and time wise, your program is much more better if you are using an array. If you are using an array, it becomes much more better. Yeah, no need to define length. That's what I am saying. In other programming languages, if you take Java, C++, they also have arrays. They also have arrays, but that arrays cannot take multiple data types. Like you cannot write multiple data types like this. And also you need to before itself you need to tell the length of the array. Like my length is going to be 100, my length is going to be 20. We need to be previously we need to say it. But in JavaScript, no need of nothing nonsense like that. You write 1,000, you write 10,000, you write 1 crore, still one variable can take handle all that data. That is the power of array. uh, Array stores data, same data type in contiguous memory location. No, Jenna, that's what I thought. That's what I'm telling you. Array does not store the data of same data type. In that is for different programming languages. For JavaScript, that is not the case. JavaScript can store any data type. Can store any data type. Whatever data type you give, it will store. It can also store null. It can also store undefined. In JavaScript, array is very powerful. It is very powerful. If you want me to run the code, I'll show you the output. Console.log users. If I run this code now, you'll see Monish, Vishnu, Rakesh, 45, true, null, undefined. You got all the things. Null data type is nothing but if there is nothing in that place, it is called a null. Null means nothing, sunyam, nothing. Devesh, have you understood the concept of array? Because you said explain again. If you're not understood, once do message again, Devesh. I'll explain it again. Because it was I think 2 minutes ago. Yeah, put it again. I'll explain it again. Anyone who have not got the concept of array, you can put it here. Sir, if you're not allowed to explain some topics now, then why Almabad is giving assignment related to out of the syllabus? This one, Aman, to explain you this concept. In the first class, I think in the first class, I have told you this. And this is one of the things that you all need to know. For example, if I go here, there is something called document.write, which I have not taught you. I also agree that I have not taught you document.write, and document.write is not there in the material. It is beyond your syllabus for right now. But why they have told you to use document.write? I'll answer this question. I'll answer your question. So one of the greatest trait of a developer, everyone listen to me. Some of you may think this is a bad thing, but some of you who are already doing programming, they will agree with me. One of the trait of programmer is able to search in internet. The primary thing of a programmer is we have to able to search in internet. It is a skill. It is actually a skill. You can put it in resume also. Like how you search in internet. For example, you take my as me. If I don't know what is document.write, I should be able to go to internet, like open a browser. I have to type what is document dot write in JavaScript. I have to type it. I have to type it. Then I have to read about it. I have to read about it. I have to read about it. Like I can click on Mozilla.org, W3 schools, anything. I have to start reading it. Because when you go into a company, you will be reading 100 pages of documentations. You will be reading 100 pages of documentations. In my previous company, when a project was assigned to me, I read nearly like 600 pages of only documentation to understand the project. So this is a skill that you all need to acquire. You need to go to internet, you have to search for it. Like, what is this HTML? Okay, so JavaScript can be written inside an HTML. Okay, this is a new thing that you will be learning, which is out of your alma mater material. And this is what even I want from you. I want from all of you to go to internet, search the things. Now you will ask me a question, I know. Sir, if you're telling me to go to internet, search and read from the articles and all, why I'm paying for alma mater? Why I'm paying for alma mater? Why you're teaching me these classes? It's a good question, it's a valid one. Okay, it's okay. The answer to that is, in if you if think that you're in a very starting phase. Now you already know what is programming, what is JavaScript, what is decision statements, what is these things and all. Let's go back some classes back, when you don't know what is programming and all. If you don't even know what is programming, what you will be searching in internet? For example, only because you have seen document.write here, you are searching for document.write in Google, like somewhere. If you have not seen document.write anywhere in your life, if you think that you have not opened this assignment, you have not opened this material, how do you know to search for document.write? What to search? How do you know what to search? And also, this is a primary thing in alma better helps you more to get in placements, like it brings you companies. But you need to do your research, you need to learn from outside too. You agree with it or don't agree with it, but it is true. Alma better will help you to get placed. That's what I thought from my experience with alma better. I'm talking friendly, I'm not against anyone. Alma better will help you to get placed. But the knowledge, like how, what is JavaScript, how, what is React.js and all, if you stick only to alma better material, if you stick only to alma better material, then I would suggest you not to do that. If you're thinking that only alma better material will give you a good job and all, right now I'm saying no, it won't happen like that. You need to learn from outside, you need to do your own research, you need to do personal projects. Yeah, you need to do some things on your own. That is what differs from you and the other person. The more you do research on your own, the more you learn on your own, is what differs from you to other person. I'm saying all these things right in the start, and the same thing I say to every batch. So yeah. So I'm taking this as answer. Today said to teach for, yeah, for in, thanks Devesh. For in, for off, I'll teach you. There is matrix format, I'll teach you. Still, I have to teach you about what we say multiple array. There is something called multi array. I'll show you that. So yeah, where I stopped. So you all understood it, right? Yeah, they don't know what to search. So that is the saying. If you something you saw is not, you're not understanding it, just go to internet and search, because that is a great skill a developer can have. And I want all of you to do that. I want all of you to do that. So yeah, where I stopped. So this is how a array looks like. This is how a array looks like. Now let's talk about the length of the array. I told you that arrays can take any data type. Arrays can take any data type. Sir, output not found this. You got the output right. Just now I've shown it to you. It's just the names. It's just the names. Like whatever you write here, that will be shown displayed here. You see, Mona Vishnu, Rakesh Padway, true, null, undefined is the same thing. It's the same thing. Difference between null and undefined. Okay, null is nothing but there is nothing there. There is nothing. It is nothing. For example, how to say? For example, let's take, you went to school. You forgot your lunchbox in home. You forgot your lunchbox at home. You went to school. Now in your bag, lunchbox. I'm talking about lunchbox. Lunchbox is null. Lunchbox is null. Oh, sorry. I'm taking it in a reverse way. Null is nothing but you have your lunch box, but you forgot your food at home. You forgot your food at home. You bought the lunch box. You're in a hurry. You bought the lunch box. You know it is a lunch box, but inside the lunch box there is no food. It is null. That is called a null. That is called null. Think that you forgot your lunch box at home. Now if your friend asks you where is your lunchbox, is it in your bag, you will be saying it is undefined. Why? Because lunchbox is not even there with you. It is not even there with you. You don't even know where it is. That is undefined. Null means something is there but it is empty. Something is there but it is empty. Undefined means it's we don't know what is there also. Yeah, document.write will print on browser. So that is the difference between null and undefined. So now you all know that array takes different data types. Now can you tell me what is this length of the array? Can anyone tell me what is the length of the array? The length of the array. Can anyone tell me the length of the array? Like how many values are there in this array? Some saying 6, some saying 5, some saying 7. And length always starts with 1. I Some of you may think this because I told in previous like classes, as a programmer counting starts from 0, but there is an exception for length because length is a physical concept which is applied to real world. So length always starts from 1. Length only starts from 1. So let's count it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. The value is 7. Console.log users dot length, it is 7. Output is 7. But the index starts from 0. I'll tell the index starts from 0. And who asked me the previous question? I didn't get it. uh did someone did not get feel bad, right? Because I was explaining this. I think who asked me that. I'm just feeling bad that I may shouted on someone. Just I'm searching the name. Where is that word out? Hmm. Who asked me that question? Yeah, Aman asked me, right? I went. I was saying all these things. Aman, if you think that I raised my voice, I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm saying this for everyone, okay? Not only for you. I have said this for everyone. Okay. If you think that I raised my voice there, my apologies for that. But yeah, suddenly I felt maybe I raised my voice for that question and all. So yeah. Sorry, Aman, if you think in that way. Yeah. User.length will give you the actual length of the array. It will give you the length of the array. So yeah. Now, how to access? For example, when I'm writing with variables, if I want variable, when I want user 5, I would have just written console.log user 5. Only if I want user 5 name. Now I want only the name of Vishnu here. I want only the name of Vishnu to be printed out. Console.log. In my output, I want only this is second name. Only I need Vishnu. So what to do? What to do? Now I will introduce a concept called indices. I'll introduce a concept called indexes. What is this concept of indexes? Index is nothing but the position of the position of the type, the position of the element, the position of the element. Indexes always starts from 0. It always starts from 0. So Monash is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. These are the indices. What are indices? Indices are nothing but the positions. Positions always start with 0. Indices always starts with 0. Now, how to access? How to access them? To access them, you can write console.log users, open your square bracket, and write which position element you need. For example, if I need Vishnu, if I want Vishnu, I can just write what is Vishnu's position, 0, 1, 1. If I write 1 here, if I run the code, I'll be getting Vishnu. Now, what I have to enter here to get true? I need true as my output now. What I have to insert? What I have to insert here, let me know in the chat. Can index be called as a list? No, it cannot be called as a list, Shivkumar. Some are saying 5, some are saying 4. Let me count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. If I give 4 now, if I run the code, it is true. So that is how indices work. Indices are nothing but positions, and position starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Now, I'll ask you a simple question. What is the highest index positions in users and what is the length of users? Is the last index position and the length of the users are same or not? The last index position of an array and the length of the array will be same for any array, not only this array. For any array, if you take the last index positions and the length of the array, will it be same? Will it be same? No, it would be -1. That's exactly right. It is no. What you said is right. It is no. Please let users define array. Yeah, let user automatically JavaScript will understand whenever you're using this open and square brackets. Automatically JavaScript understands that it is an array. You no need to mention it as an array. JavaScript understands it. So that is one concept. Again, I'm explaining. What I'm saying is, Arnav, or anyone who have missed that part, if anyone, if like sorry, if any array, the last index position and the length of the array is same or not. That's what the question I've asked. The last index position is not, and they're not same. Why? Because index position starts with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last index position is 6 here. It is 6, but the length is 7. So to any array, last index position and length won't be same. It may come in an MCQ. Mm, So that is the point. How to print it in a single line. I'll tell you this in single line, right? You asked me to single line. Actually, this gets printed in a single line. If you see here, for example, if I have less elements, console.log, this gets printed in a single line. Array usually gets printed in a single line. Only if the console, the place is not sufficient, it will move to the next line. And the two ways that I've shown you, right? Who asked me this? Raghunath. Like with string literals, actually, I thought of saying at that time. With string literals, you can print it in single line. In string literals, if you remembered or not, in the assignment problem that I've shown, 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 equal to 10. There are three variables involved, but I've shown it to you how to print it in a single line. Using string literals, you can do that. So that is the thing. Okay, this is completed now. Now, still what are left off? Yeah, for in for off, I'll teach you. Array introduction is over. This is length and all I have taught it to you. Creating an array. Creating an array. I have to show you one more way. Now you have all seen this. Let uh, like fruits. Someone asked me in the chat. I didn't saw it properly, but let me take that as an example. Apple, mango, and Let's take another fruit, papaya, something like this. Now, do you all agree with me that this is an array or not? Do you all agree with me that this is an array or not? It is coming. So yeah, yes, you all agree with me that this is an array. Why? Because it starts with a square bracket, ends with a square bracket. You all agree with it. Now there is an another way of declaring an array. What is that another way? That is nothing but you have to write new array. Instead of square brackets, change it to your normal brackets. Your curly one. This normal one. This is also an array. This is also an array. If I run the code, you will get the same output. You will get the same output. So there are two ways to declare an array. There are two ways to declare an array. One is by using new array. One is by just writing a square bracket. My personal favorite is, you all would have guessed it, right? My personal favorite is square bracket, because no need to write new array and all. Just keep square bracket, it becomes an array. It is an easy one, but I'm just showing it. It is there in material afterwards to link. I am just saying it right now. There is an another way to do create an array, and that another way is nothing but writing new array. New array. And this new array is also called constructor. We also call it constructor array, array constructor. If you see here, it is written array constructor. We call it array constructor. We call it array constructor. No use of, like, if you ask me what is the use of it, the use of normal array and the use of this array same. Even if you write it in this way or if you write it in this way, nothing difference. Even time complexity, space complexity, no difference at all. There is no difference. There's no difference. You can use normal way, you can use this array constructor way, but it is up to you. If you want to use array constructor way, use it. If you want to use it in this way, use it. No difference. But which one you feel like using, use it. I feel like using this. My examples also will be in this manner. But if you want to go with it, you can go with it. With the use of array, starting I told you, with the use of array, you can store multiple values. You can store multiple values to a single variable. You can store multiple values to a single variable. So that is the array. So this one is done. Accessing part is done. Okay. Now comes adding, changing array elements and all. Okay. This is a good one. Let's do this. Now let's take this as an example. Okay. Everyone wants to look at the screen. Six line what output? Sixth line. Fruits one. It will be the same output. It will be same output. See, apple, mango, papaya, apple, mango, papaya. Same output. Now I'll tell you a concept of push you and shift to pop. Okay. Everyone wants to look at the screen. And now I've created an array called fruits. Apple, mango, papaya. Apple, mango, papaya. Now suddenly my manager called me. We are having a fruits shop. Think that. He called me. He said, Monesh, you have sent this code to production. But remember, in the development only you can change this code. Okay. Let's think that my manager has called me. Monesh, we are also bringing pineapple. We are also bringing pineapple. So please do add pineapple also into the fruits. He has said me that. But he has kept a condition. He has kept a condition. He said that what is the condition is that I cannot touch line number one. I cannot touch line number one. I cannot touch line number one, but he asked me to put this pineapple into fruits, pineapple into this fruits array. Why he said me this? Because this let fruits equal to apple, mango, papaya has already went into documentation. It has already went into documentation, or he has already shown this to client. Maybe I'm writing at 10,000 lines of code, and this is somewhere in between. I don't know where it is. So maybe for multiple reasons, he told me not to touch this array. He told me not to touch this array. So, Manish, don't touch the array, but I don't know what you will do, but you have to add pineapple into the array. That is what he told me. So now I need to add pineapple into this array. I need to add pineapple into this array. There is a concept called push. There is a concept called push. What is this push? When I write fruits dot push pineapple. If I write it in this way, if I write it in this way, if I run the code, is pineapple added to my fruits or not? Is it added or not? Added. It is added, right? You all agreed it is added. So that is a way to push add. Now, what is the final length of the array? Can anyone say what is the final length of the array? Now, what is the final length? Previously, it is 3, but now what is the final length? 4. Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, the length of the array became 4. Now, this push is completed. Next is unshift. Okay, what is unshift? Now, my manager called me and said, Monesh, since we are bringing pineapple, we are removing apple. Now we are bringing pineapple, Monesh. Apple is not needed. You remove the apple. He said to me like that. Apple is in the beginning of the array. Yet apple is in the beginning of the array. So to remove apple, you can use one more concept called unshift. You can use one more concept called unshift. Fruits dot unshift. Just unshift is needed. Unshift is enough. It will run it. Let me check once. Only unshift will run. Oh, it's not working. But oh, sorry. My mistake. It is a pop. It is actually pop. So yeah. Small problem. Small mistake. Sorry. I just got confused for shift and unshift. There is something called shift that removes element from the starting. I confused it with unshift. Small mistake I've done. So what we are adding where pineapple got ended. Sorry, again I'll come from the start. We have added pineapple, right? But where this pineapple got added, in the beginning or at the ending? In the beginning or at the ending? Tell me this thing. This pineapple got added at the start of the array or at the end of the array? At the end of the array, right? At the end of the array. But my manager called and told me that, Monesh, pineapple is our primary fruit now. We are going to sell, summer is coming, we are going to sell it more. So keep it at the start. Keep it at the start. So instead of push, I can use a concept called unshift. I can use a concept of unshift. When I do unshift, pineapple will be added at the start of the array. It will be added at the start of the array. If I run the code, you see pineapple is added at the start of the array. It adds at the start of the array. So that is how unshift works. Now like to the previous one, now my manager asked me to remove maybe think like papaya. He said, Monesh, remove papaya from the array. Let me cross check. I'm just checking if anything more I'm missing out part. Push is over, unshift is over. Changing array elements, I'll tell you like how to change in between. That's okay, fine. Yeah, pop and shift is only there. Okay. So yeah, now we need to remove papaya from the array. You can do fruits dot pop. Just pop. Fruits dot pop. Now if I run the code, the papaya last element will be removed. The last element will be removed. I'll give a bit. Last element will be removed. Now if you want to remove the first element, apple, you need to use shift. That's it. So in context, once you look at me, not the screen, push will add at the end of the array. Unshift will add at the start of the array. Pop will remove an element at the end of the array. Shift will add at the start of the array. Now, to some of your questions, you are asking, sir, remove mango, how to add something in between. To answer all these questions, you can directly write fruits. What is the element? 0, 1. One place in between, I want to add pineapple. Console.log fruits. Now you have removed mango, and in the place of mango, you have added pineapple. You have removed mango, and in the case of in the place of mango, You have replaced it with pineapple. This is how you replace elements. This is how you replace elements. This is how you replace elements. And for example, if you want to remove completely mango, you don't want to replace, you don't want to add it in between, you want to completely remove it, you can just simply write null. You can just simply keep it like this, or wait, you can just leave it like this, or else you can simply write null. It shows you null, but there is nothing. It is an empty one there. And one more thing, to completely remove it from the memory instead of using null and all, there is one technique called splice. There is a technique called splice, and I'm gonna show you splice in the coming, like in this class only. So I'll show you how to remove the center part and all. Still I have to explain all of these things. I'll teach it to you. Don't worry. Yeah, fruit dot splice, it will do this, it will do that thing. With splice, we can remove in between part without replacing. It is possible, and I will teach you about splice. Do not worry about it. Um, Let me once see still how much is there. I'm just thinking to give you break or no. Multi-dimensional array is there, and string. You already know what is string. This part I've string literals I've already taught you, so more time won't take there. This will be your homework. So yeah, if you want, we can go for a break. What's the time now? It's 9:13. Or else wait another 10 minutes. I'll teach you, and I'll send you for a break. Just another 10 more minutes. Because 9:30, if I give you a break, I can complete multidimensional array and string. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. If any questions till this moment, you can put it in Q&A. Till here we have completed. In the material, till here we have completed. I'll tell you about array methods, how to remove elements from the middle and all. I'll teach you. No worries about it. Null takes memory. Null takes memory. Like very a small amount of memory. For off, I'll explain you, Devis. I'll keep it like this only. I'll tell you too. So then we cannot declare as matrix format. We can declare it as matrix format. Example, yeah, we have multidimensional arrays in JavaScript, Shivkumar. I'll talk about multidimensional arrays. The difference between null and undefined, I've already said this thing. Mhm. Last index plus one is length of the array. This example, which is this one just now I've explained it, Tejas. Array constructor. Your new array is nothing but array constructor. This new array is nothing but your array constructor. Writing this new array is nothing but your array constructor. Explain pop again, please. Pop removes elements at the end. Pop removes elements at the it removes elements at the end of the array. Like for example, if you take apple, mango, papaya, papaya will be removed. That is pop. Add in between without removing other element. Yeah, this one Tejas, I will do it with splice. With inbuilt method splice, I can do this. Fruits dot pop apple. You want to write an element there? Okay, it won't work, but I'll show it to you. Still, papaya got removed. That's what I'm saying. Even if I write something in it, pop always removes end of the element. Even if you give apple, it won't work. It always removes the last element, pop. Mm, so yeah. Now let's dive into this methods, array methods. In array methods, some of the things I've already taught you. I will teach you the important ones. I think here they have not discussed splice, but I'll show you what is splice. Hmm. In this example, we're gonna learn what is sort, what is index of, what is push. Push I've already explained it to you. No need this part. Uh, concat also you already know, but let it be there. And find, yeah, some of the some of the array methods. These are some of the array methods, built-in methods in JavaScript. Let's see one by one what is what. Shivkumar, this I will talk later because destructors, many of us don't know. So later, I'll talk about this later. Yep. Coming back. So I'll go line by line. Let numbers equal to 35182. This is a number of arrays. Numbers dot sort. Numbers dot sort is nothing but dot sort is nothing but keeping in order, keeping in ascending order, keeping in ascending order. For example, uh, wait, I'll not see this. So yeah, let's take this numbers. Let's take this number. You tell to me in the chat, is it sorted or not? Sorted in the sense, is it in a order? Is it in ascending order? You tell me in the chat, is 35182 is in ascending order or not? No, it is not. It's not in ascending order. What is ascending order? It's small to big. Ascending order means small to big in an order. So if you write a dot sort, automatically your array will be sorted. Your array will be sorted. Now the final output is 12358. 12358. So this is how sorting works. Sorting will just sort your array. Sorting will just sort your array. Now coming to the next one. uh, Coming to the next one, what is this number dot index of? Numbers dot index of, numbers dot index of is nothing but when you say 5, when you say 5, for example, when you say 5, what we are asking is, where is my number 5? What is the position of my 5 in this array? 12358. In 12358, what is the position of my number 5? Can you tell me what is the position of number 5 in this array? I'm asking index position. Index position of number 5. Yep, it is 3. Let's count it. 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 3 is the right answer. And that's why the output is also 3. Now, coming to concat. Concat, what I told you, concat is nothing but just joining. You're writing some feviquick and just joining. Here, 8 and 4 won't be there because we have removed 4 and 7 won't be there because we have removed the previous statement. Yeah, this is the output. Concatenation is nothing but it will be joining 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and it will be joining the 6 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 6, 9. It's just joining together. Concatenate means joining together. So that is your concat. Next is includes. Includes is nothing but includes will give you true or false. If it includes 5, means it is asking the array whether 5 has, whether the array has number 5 or not. Answer me this. In this array, 5 is there or not? 5 is existing or not? True or false? 5 is existing or not? True or false? True. It is right. Yes, it is true. So that is why the output is true. That is what includes will do. Includes will check if the number is there in the array or not. Now next is find. Dot find. This dot find, whatever this thing is, dot find is there, right? It can also take a what do we say? It can also take a condition. It can also take a condition. It can also take a condition. What is the condition? I need a number, but that number has to be greater than 4. That is what this condition means. I need a number. I need a number, but that number has to be greater than 4. It has to be greater than 4. So that is my condition. And it will give you the first element. It will give you the first element that is greater than 4. Now in this array, what is the first element that is greater than 4? What is the first element that is greater than 4? You put it in the chat. What is the first element that is greater than 4? It is 5, right? So that is why 5 is given here. Now, if you have any doubts, put it in Q&A. Now explaining all these things. If you have any doubt, put it in Q&A. Not in chat, put it in Q&A. I know some of you have some doubts. You can put it in Q&A. I'll clear it there. Yeah. Sir, please give only two-digit number in array and then sort. Okay. If you want two-digit number, I'll give two-digit number, but no, there will be no difference. 89, 24. Okay, let's take this number. I'll run the code. This is 16, 24, 34, 57, 89. 16, 24, 50, 16, 24, 34, 57, 89. So it is working. Sorting is working, Akash. Not Akash. Yeah, Akash. It is working. Sorting even working for that. Concat. Concat, I can show it to here. See, 16, 24, I've given this number, right? I'm just concatenating that with 6 and 9. Concatenate is nothing but joining two arrays together, joining two arrays into one array. Yeah, it is used to add to array. That's exactly right. If want to know how many number is greater than 4, if you want to know how many number are greater than 4, okay, like completely, then you can use a loop. You can use a for loop or something and you can get the answer. But dot find will only give you the first greatest number. First greatest number only dot find will give. If you want a number greater than 4, you can use normal program, a for loop, and you can find it. Concat method, yeah, it adds multiple arrays. Last one is lambda expression. Yeah, yes, you're right, Tejas. It is a lambda expression, but I don't want to say it right now. I wanted to teach you that in functions class, so that's why I'm not went deep into it. But yeah, everyone, this is called a lambda function. This is called a lambda function. This symbol you see here, right? This is called lambda. This is called lambda. We call it lambda function. Dot find is simple. Dot find will give a condition, will give a condition, and what is the first number that is greater than 4? The first number that is greater than 4 is 5, so 5 will be printed out here. Dot find will just give you like what is the uh, based on the condition, what is the next greatest number, like what first number, sorry, what is the first number that can be find with this condition. That is what dot find will do. Yeah, concat is similar to push. Arno, if you have not understood, let me know, Arno. I will explain it again. All numbers is nothing but it is just a new array created by the combination of two arrays. Our normal array and the concatenate array, they have been combined, right? They both came together to form a new array. That new array is called all numbers. It's just a new array. Yeah, it is a arrow function. Okay, okay. I may get confused there. It is also an arrow function. Okay, sorry, sir. My mistake. Lambda function is different. Yeah, yeah. You are right. You are right. You are right. Lambda function is different. Arrow functions are different. Yeah, I got confused. I got confused. This is arrow function. This is arrow. Where is this? This is arrow functions. But this I wanted to teach you in functions class. So that let's not talk about it. This, but it is right. It is an arrow function. You're right. Lambda functions look something like this. We'll be using colon for that. That is called, that will be lambda and the function name, and colon will be using. This is arrow function. Your thanks for correcting me, common. Yeah, do this right whenever like if I'm going somewhere bit different, once let me know. Thanks, Kamal, for that. This is an arrow function. But anyways, don't think about it right now. In the functions class, I'll teach you what is an arrow function, lambda function. I'll teach you there. 16th line, right? 16th line is this one, right? This is a comment. 16th line is a comment. If you're talking about dot includes is nothing but it will check is 5, if 5 is there in the array or not. If 5 is there in the array, it will return true. If the 5 is not there in the array, it will return false. That is includes the no. What is for this? No, sir, Dinesh, I didn't get it. But yeah. So with that, we have completed your methods. But one thing, they have not given you slice. I don't know why they have not given you slice in the example. But you need to know slice. Once let me check if slice is somewhere there or not. Because if slice is not there, I'll explain the slice anyhow. You need to know what is slice. Sorry, splice. Yeah, splice is given here. So no problem. I'll explain a splice here. Here, splice is given here. So after the break, I can show you splice. Let's complete this activity one and we'll go for a wait. Okay, this one you have to do it on your own. This is a coding practice. So yeah, we can go for a break. How much methods have in array? In array there are many methods. You can check in here array methods in JavaScript. You see, these are all array methods. These are all our array methods. There are a lot of array methods. Yeah, this is what. concat, copy within every, filter, flat map, flash map, like this. There are so many keys, values. There are so many array methods you have. Still, it keeps on going. To reverse, to sorted, to spliced with. You are like there are so many array methods you can see. Even you can see here also. Prototype iterator, prototype contract. This is all array methods only. There are a lot of array methods. You can check in internet, but you'll not be using all of them. You'll be using these only. Most probably, you'll be using these in your daily life. These are the important ones. Please get this array because I'm not getting sorted array. Once let us check this. Uh, okay, maybe I got it. This is a problem exception with the JavaScript sort maybe. I thought. This is an exception in your JavaScript sort. Mm, but there is a workaround for this. There is a workaround for this. I'll tell this to you. There is a workaround for this, Sakash. You asked a nice doubt actually. There is a worker. There is one small exception in sorting of JavaScript, and that is this problem of having single digit and multi digits combinedly. Yeah, this one there is a workaround. I'll tell you. I won't confuse the class, but I'll tell you there is a workaround, Rakesh. I'll not write it as unanswered, but I will give it to you. Yeah, for uppercase and lowercase, you can there is a direct option called dot uppercase and dot lowercase, but it is best used for string than in your array. So yeah, you can all take a break now. You can all take a break now. Now the time is 9:28. Let's take 9:30. Come back at 9. Function a comma b sort. I'll tell you later. We can actually do it. We can actually solve the problem, but I'll tell you in the functions class, which is next, which is your next class. Any Q&A? This one I'll show it to you now. In strings, there is something called dot uppercase and dot lowercase. I'll show it to you. So example given below array constructor node. Explain example given below array constructor node. Okay, let me check once. Create arrays and letters instead of other methods. Are you saying about this example, Tejas? Uh, this one, right? This one, they're saying that we can keep anything in an array. We can keep anything in an array. That's what they're saying. I have actually shown you this. In the starting only I have shown you this, but I'm not showing you functions and objects wantedly. I've shown you number, I have shown you string, and I've shown you boolean in an array. This is array of array, like an array inside an array. That is what your multidimensional array I'm going to teach you now. We can also keep objects, we can also keep functions. You don't know what is an object, what is a function right now. That's why I'm not taught you this, but it is possible we can do that also. We can keep objects and we can do functions. We can keep anything in an array. To be more precise, we can keep anything inside an array. That's what it says. You want function to keep in an array, keep a function in an array. You want object to keep in an array, keep object in an array. Array can also contain array. Anything is possible to keep inside an array. That's what it means. So that is the point. And yeah, coming back to your multi-dimensional arrays now. This one is answered, right? Yeah, uppercase, lowercase is just simple. Where is that? There will be a method, I think so. Direct conversions, I think, is not there. But strings, it will be there. For strings, you can write dot to uppercase, to lowercase, and it will be converted to lowercase and uppercase. I'll show it to you now with strings. Where did we start? Multidimensional array. Multidimensional arrays are nothing but arrays containing arrays. Arrays containing arrays. For example, let a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma apple, something like apple comma true comma false, something, and null comma again an array. I'll ask you a question. Pay attention here. Um, let's take some names. Or five comma. Now I'll ask you a simple question. I will even give some spaces so that you will understand it better. Hmm. Look at the screen and tell me in this particular letter A is an array. First of all, we'll go line by line. Do you all agree that A is an array or not? A is a. I'm asking only A. Is A array or not? Yes. It's a nested array. Yeah, it is a nested array. So yeah, A is an array. Now, in the A array, how many sub arrays are there? A contains some elements. How many elements are there? How many arrays are there? How many non arrays are there? I'll write it down here. You tell it to me. I want how many elements. Elements are nothing but how many things are there. It's like indexes. How many indexes like that? How many elements are there? How many arrays it consists? How many non-arrays it consists? I want answer of these three things. I want elements, arrays, non-arrays. Give me three things in the chat. How many? 431, 432. Elements are 4. Arrays are 3. And non-array is 1. That's exactly right. So the answer is elements you have 4. Why? Because 0, 1, 2, 3 means 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 elements. This is one element, this is second element, this is third element, and this is fourth element. You have 4 elements. Now, how many arrays you have? First array, second array, and third array. You have 3 arrays. Now, how many non-arrays? This is the only non-array. So your answer is 431. That's it. This concept of array inside an array is nothing but your multi-dimensional array. So for now, let's talk only about multi-dimensional arrays. Let's remove all this null part. Let's remove this null part. Okay. Now, think and answer me like whatever you have learned with arrays, the same thing you can apply for non multi-dimensional array. Remember, again I'm saying, whatever the concept you have learned for array, the same concepts you can apply for multi-dimensional array also. Now I need only the second element. I need to print only the second element. How do I print it? You tell me what I need to write here. I need only my second element, this element. I mean, this apple true false. This array I want. How? A of 1, some are saying 2, A of 1, 2, you cannot directly check how many arrays are there. How many arrays are there in an array? We have to do it normally. A of 1. That is exactly right. It is A of 1. If you run the code, you will get apple true and false, because this is zeroth element, first element, and second element. That is right. Now my next question, extension of this question. I need only true to be printed. I need only true to be printed. I don't want. Now what I'm getting, I'm printing apple true and false. Okay. Now I want only true to be printed. Think, you will get the answer. It's easy. Yeah, it is again of 1. Why? Because A of 1 gives you this array. In this array, where is true? 0th index, first index. So again, keep a 1 here. That's it. Now you will get only true. Oh, I'm sorry. Where it went wrong? 0, 1. Oh, okay. I understood where it went wrong. I'll just fix it. Yeah, true. That's it. We are getting true. A of 1, we are getting true. Now, what if I want false? What if I want false now? What I have to write here? If I want false, this time I don't want true, I want false. 2, right? That's exactly right. You got the point. We will be printing false. A of 1 of 2 will be printing false. The same concepts. Now, again, one more thing I will tell you. Now, the fruit owner, that shop owner called me, Monish, we are also selling colors. Add colors this time. Now, how to add colors at the end of the array? What method I'll be using? I'll not be writing here. You tell me what method I'll be using to add something at the end of the array. At the end of the array, to add something, what is the method I will be using? Push. That's exactly right. We'll be using push. To the start, to the starting of the array, if I want to add colors at the starting of the array, unshift. That's right. It is unshift. To add an element at the start of the array, we use unshift. Now to remove an element at the end of the normal array or multidimensional array. Removing an element at the end of the multidimensional array or normal array, pop. That's exactly right. Removing an element at the start of the multidimensional array or array, shift. Exactly right. All the four things are right. So you got the point. All the methods that you have used for a normal array are applicable to your multidimensional array also. Everything is same. No difference at all. Now my accessing is done. Push you have learned. Pop you have learned. Splice, yes. Now let's talk about this something called splice. What is this splice? I will show you with code. This is an array. This is an array. Now we are doing splice one of one. Splice one comma one. I'll first show you what is this one comma one. If I run this code, if I run this code, what has been removed? What has been removed? Can anyone tell me what has been removed from this array? Mark. This mark 23 got removed. This mark 23 got removed. To go in advance, we'll just see in internet what is splice. What is splice? Because splice doesn't only take two parameters, it takes three parameters. I'll show you what is splice. Splice in JavaScript. Let's take W3 schools. Okay. I told you, right? Splice takes three parameters. This is what I wanted. Splice takes three parameters. One parameters in the sense inside data it can take three. One is index. Index means starting position. Starting position where I have to start. Where I have to start. Here, what is the starting position of splice? Here, what is the starting position? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Komal. Splice takes three methods, but you can also give two. Third one is optional. In this particular fourth line, tell me what is my starting index position that I'm giving. Check here and here. Here in the fourth line, splice 1 comma 1, what is my starting index position? What is the index? What is the index where I'm starting? Can anyone put it in chat? It is 1. It is 1x. Actually, it is 1. You're right. Why? Because I'm not audible. That's 5 minutes ago. Okay. Why? Because here if you see the first whatever that I write first is the index. We call it index. So it is the starting position. Starting position. After that, we call it how many in the sense how many has to be removed. How many has to be removed. Here we have written 1. Here we have written 1 means from my first index position remove one element. That is what it means. From my first index position remove one element. Again I'm coming from the start. It's a bit complex one. Do please do attention here. We have a method called splice in array. In arrays we have a method called splice. Splice takes three parameters. One is index, let's say starting position, like index start. The next is how many to remove, and the third one is element to add. Okay, I'll comment this out now. Based on the above thing that I have written, index start, how many to remove, element to add, can you tell me what I have to write, or else I will add some more elements? Let's add two more elements like Monish. Let's say 22. And let's take another element. Let's say maybe Vishnu. and let's say 23. Okay, now now let's say I want to remove this minus 22. I want to remove this minus 22 element. I want to remove, like some of you have asked me, sir, how to remove elements from the array without replacing it? How to do it, sir, without replacing? So this is the solution for it. I want to remove minus 22 without replacing anything. Again, think I'm not replacing anything. I'm just removing it. So what I have to write here, what is the index start? What is the starting index of my array that I'm working on? It is 2. It is 2. That's right. That's exactly right. 0, 1, and 2. It is 2. So my index position is 2. That is right. From my starting index position from 2, how many I'm removing? I'm removing two elements or one element? I'm removing only one element. I'm removing only one element. So it will be 2 comma 1. Now, am I adding anything in place of Monish 22? Am I adding anything, or I'm just not adding anything? No, right? I'm not adding anything. I'm not adding any elements. So I'll just simply don't write anything. Third, whatever the element I have to give, I won't write anything. Now I'll run the code. Did it work? You check and confirm it to me. Did Monish 22 removed from the array without replacing anything? Did it work or not? Yes, right. That is how a splice works. That is how a splice works. Let's take one more example and we'll end this splice concept. Now I want to remove mark 23 and minus 22. I want to remove mark 23 and minus 22. And in place of mark 23 and minus 22, I want to add minus 24. Let's take minus 24. Or else, yeah, mark, I want to remove mark 23, I want to remove mark minus 22, and I want to add a new element minus 24. Give me the splice what I have to add it here. 1 comma 2 minus 24. Is it no? Give me complete this fifth line. I want the complete fifth line. Like start with the students data. Give me complete fifth line. Students data dot and start writing. I want the exact, because I'll copy paste what you have given me. I'll just copy and I'll paste it here and it has to work. Type entire thing and put it in chat. I have to remove mark 23 and minus 22 in and replace those two elements with minus 24. Minus 24. Do it. Give me the entire line. Give me the entire line. Start with the students data dot. Give, put it in the chat. Can we add two elements in place of one remove element? Yeah, you can also do that, Tejas. You can also do that. How many elements you give to add here, those many elements will be added. And yeah, one of our friend has kept it, student data dot Monesh 24. That's exactly right. So I'm just typing what you have written here. It has to be in an array. Okay. Okay. What you are given, I'm doing that only. I'm not doing anything else. Okay. Monesh, you said 2, Monesh 24. Now let's run the code and see it. Run the code and see it. Where it is getting problem. Oh, sorry, it is students data. A small spelling mistake, it happens, no problem. Wait. I see a small mistake here. Can you correct it and give me? Okay, you guys already corrected it. So yeah, this has to be 1. Yep. Now, did it work? Is it working? Is it working fine, or you see any mistake? I mean, like you can just tell me this, sir. This is here, but I'll correct those also. Monish, and yeah, now I fixed it completely. Let's make it capital. Okay. Yeah. Is it replaced? Now successfully have I removed the two elements, and in the two elements place I have added one element? Have I done it or not? Yes, right? So that is how we work with splice. Remember. That is how we do it. Like, I hope I have answered all your questions. Like, you are all asking me how to replace and all. This is how we do it. Still, yeah, most of the part is done now. Ah, Now comes the concept of strings. Still, I have to explain you for off and for in. I remembered it. I'll explain it. At the end, I'll explain it. So now there is a concept of strings. Strings, you already all know what is a string. Till now, we are discussing strings only. So in strings, we can handle it in three ways. One is single quotes. Console.log name, or instead of name, my name. My name. Okay. Let my name equal to, you can give strings in three ways. Once look at the screen, which is with single quotes. I'm using single quotes. This will give me the same output. I can also give double quotes. I can also give double quotes, same output. I can also use backtick that I've shown you today in the starting of this class. Backtick. Yeah, all the three things will give you the same output. All the three things will give you the same output. So now you can ask me, sir. You said single quotes, double quotes, backtick. Which one I have to use, sir? Which is more powerful, sir? If you ask me this question, the most powerful one is backtick. Backtick is considered to be very powerful. Why? Because uh, okay, I'll not write anything here, but I want output. I want output. Uh, yeah, my name is a cut mark during code. I know that I have seen this. Sorry, it's called deprecation. It's called deprecation. We should not use this name variable in JavaScript. Try to stop using this name variable because it is deprecated. If you see, the name will be a strike will be coming. It is called name is deprecated in the sense JavaScript is telling you to stop using this variable called name. In the future they may update this name variable. That's why stop using name variable. That's what they're saying, but you can use it anyhow. That's why I changed it to my name again. Okay, where we are now, in the output I want to be as my name is Monesh. So this is how I need my output to be. Understand what I'm saying? In my output, I want this double quotes. I want double quotes in my output to be displayed here. Here, this has to be exactly displayed. Tell me what I have to write in line number one. What do you think I have to write? Dollar. My name is Komal. With you kept it is wrong one, Komal. Because I told you dollar you have written right. My name is you have written. Uh, okay, you may be thinking that dollar comes in the starting. Okay. I'll just make this thing clear for you. If any one of you are thinking that a dollar comes at the start of this backtick, it is wrong. Dollar always sticks with this flower bracket. No matter where you start, dollar always sticks with flower bracket. Dollar always sticks with flower bracket. Dollar does not come at the start. Dollar flower bracket, they are combined, they are concatenated. Dollar flower bracket, you cannot separate them. It is dollar flower bracket. Yeah, I'm just saying. So you said this will work. Okay, I'll run it and I'll see. It will not give me this output, but anyways, I'll show it to you. uh okay. I have to keep this here, right? It's, and here I'll writing my name Monesh anyhow. I'll run the code. I didn't get the backticks. I didn't get the backticks. You're near. You're near, Komal, actually. Okay. So I'll reveal the answer. Some of you have already kept the answer. I'll reveal the answer. Whenever you want to use double quotes in your output, you have to use single quotes here. You have to use single quotes here. My name is Monesh. Now, if I run this code, console.log my name, if I run this code, My output will be my name is Monish. My output will be my name is Monish. Oh, you want me to store Monish somewhere? That also we can do. But yeah, or else think that let's take it instead of, okay, you may get fun. Let's take it as sentence. Sentence, okay? Let's don't take my name. Sentence. Okay, let's take sentence now. Sentence. Uh, yeah, backtick is ES6. It is right. Backtick is ES6 version. So yeah, when we are running, whenever you want this double ticks in your output, you need to use single ticks. You need to use single quotes for your entire string. Now, in reverse, if I want to use single quotes in Monish place, if I want to use single quotes in Monish place, we have to use backtick. We have to use backtick. Now, if I run the code, Monish will be coming in single quotes. So, what I wanted to say is backtick is much more powerful than single quotes, and single quotes are much more powerful than double quotes. That's what I wanted to tell you. That's what the depth of this class. Backticks is more powerful than single quote. Single quote is much more powerful than double quotes. That's the point. But yeah, you can use double quotes in normal scenarios. It is okay. It is completely fine. But with single quotes, you get the power of string literal. You'll get the power of string literal. What is the string literal? You can write whatever you want with a dollar and this thing. With dollar and this thing, you can write whatever you want. So that there's a power with backtick. You cannot use this dollar thing with single quote and double quote. It is only possible with backtick. So backtick is much more powerful. Yeah. And one more thing I wanted to say, strings are also indirectly their arrays. Strings are also indirectly their arrays. Why? Because here strings are stored in the form of an array. If you want to get this you can write a of 1. When you write a of 1, 0th place, first place, e will be printed out. Same like your array. Same like your array. Why it didn't got printed? Yeah, e is printed out. Strings also work same as your array. And yeah, strings are immutable and strings are case sensitive. What this mean is once you have written a string, you cannot change the individual items. What it means is like when you write hello, um, let's say a of 1 equal to capital H. Now, if again I write console.log of a, did it change? Did the first element changed? Sorry, did the starting element change it to capital H? Can anyone see and confirm? Did it change or not? No, right? That's why we call it immutable. Immutable in the sense the single characters in the string cannot be changed. If you want, you can change the entire string. You can change a equal to Monet. Oh, but we cannot use const here. We have to make it left. Yeah, this it will work fine. Honest. But individual items you cannot change. That is why string is immutable. String is also case sensitive. Case sensitive in the sense in JavaScript, small a is not equal to capital A. Remember, JavaScript, entire JavaScript is case sensitive. Small letters and capital letters are not equal. Small letters are different, capital letters are different. Now, someone asked me a dot to uppercase console.log of a. Oh, sorry, I have to bring this here. Yeah. Someone asked me, right, a string how to like how to move it to uppercase and lowercase. This is the way. There's two methods, two uppercase and two lowercase. You can change any string to uppercase and a lowercase. That is how we do it. Instead of upper, change this to lower, and this becomes lowercase. Lowercase. You can also do multi-line strings. Multi-line strings is nothing but instead of writing, if for example, if you're writing a bigger passage or book, you can write it in multiple lines. I've already discussed this part. You can use plus symbol to concatenate two different strings, like hello plus world. It becomes hello world. The same thing is happening here. You can add a plus symbol and you can write it in next line. Or else instead of plus symbol, you can use a slash. You can use a slash and you can write it in next line. Both gives you the same output. console.log message to the same output. It will be in the output will be in single line, but you can write it in double lines, separate lines, by using this slash or this plus. And a conversion part, type conversions, I've already told you. This escape character I have to tell you, and escape character is left out, and for in for off I have to teach you. So I told you, right? I told you when using double quotes, I cannot again use this one. You tell me. You tell me in the chat again. Again, I'm asking like how I'll be using double quotes. What is the technique that I have taught you to use double quotes and single quotes in output to get in output? To get in output, to get a single quote in output, what I have to do? What I have to write here? Which quote I have to use? You put it in the chat. Should I use backtick? Should I use single quote or should I use double quote? I want single quote in my output. Backtick, right? Now there is an other way to do this. Instead of using backtick, instead of using single quotes and all, if you think it is hard for you to remember, there is an another way. There is a way called escape character. There is a way called escape characters. What is this escape characters? Escape characters is nothing but whenever you write a slash, and when you write this symbol quote, JavaScript will understand. JavaScript will understand that I wanted to keep a quote here. If I run this code, sorry, if I run this code, you will see Peter has single quotes. Even though I'm writing with the single quotes, in my output it has single quote because of this slash. And also in JavaScript there are different types of slashes like slash n, slash r, slash t. There are different ways. You can check it them in internet. You will not be using them much. That's why they have not added it here. But there are different ways. Like let me show it to you. Mm, JavaScript escape characters. These are all escape characters in your JavaScript. You have lot of escape characters. These are all escape characters. You can use them. One of the most famous one is also slash n, something called n. Slash n is nothing but if I write n here, see what happens to my output. Do you see any difference in my output? New line. Yeah, that's exactly right. Whenever I write slash n, whatever that is after slash n will go to the next line. It will go to the next line. Slash n means new line. Slash n means new line. So that is your escape characters. This one code practice, you have to do it and let me know. Okay, the only thing now is left off is your Deepak. You can see the recordings. Deepak, I think recordings will be available. I'm just seeing Q&A. Look at the recordings, the previous class. Now I'm going back to the previous class to teach you about for off and for in. As promised, I'm going back. For off, not this one, not this one, not this one. Foreign is for objects. That will be in your next class. It is for objects. Foreign is for objects. Where is for off? Yeah, foreign with arrays. This is what I'm searching for. Foreign. This is for foreign. Let's take this example. This is the time for you to explain this concept. I'll explain you foreign and for off also for arrays. Now, I'll show you the output once. You will understand what it is doing. Can you tell me by just looking at the screen what it does? I will explain the how it is coming and all. Can at least tell me like what it is doing? This inner. Can you tell me what it is doing? What it is printing out? This code. What it is doing? What it is printing? Can anyone tell? Printing index. Is it the yes? That's exactly right. It is taking the index and we are printing the value. Okay, okay. Let me tell it to you. It may confuse you. Let me remove this error. Let me remove this error. Now you will understand it better. Now you will no, it's not elements of error actually. That's what I want. Now you will understand it better. What it is doing. Now what it is doing. Now I have not done any gimmick in the for loop and all. What it is doing. Now answer me what it is doing. I'm seeing chat printed as value printed. So yeah, what for int will do is it will return the index values, index positions. So what is 0, 1 and 2? 0, 1 and 2 are nothing but this is 0th index position, this is first index position, this is second index position. That is nothing but your index positions. For let index in array means array means array. Array is an array. Instead I'll change it to fruits. Here, it is fruits. It is just fruits. For let index in fruits. Let index in fruits, or else I will change it to I. I. Okay. Let I in fruits. I in fruits means I will give you index positions. Now, if I convert to for, oh, for fruits, I cannot do it directly. Uh, but it should work, right? Oh, sorry. I'm writing for here. It is off. It's off. Now if I run the code, yeah, have you seen the difference between in and off? I'm not changing anything. I'm just changing in to off and off to in. You will know the difference now. Now this is in. I'm doing this with in. I change this in to off. Okay. Now tell me, you have seen both in and off. You tell me what is in giving and what is off giving. What is in returning, what is off returning. When you use in, what is happening. When you use off, what is happening. Tell me in the chat. In gives index and off gives value. In is index and off is value. In is for address. That's what you said is exactly right. In is its position. Give is its position. So yeah, what you're saying is exactly right. In will always gives you the index only. In will only gives you index. In will only gives you index. Whenever you write in always gives you index only. Nothing much. But if you convert in to off, it's gonna give you the direct values. It's gonna give you direct values. That is your for in and for off. For arrays. That's it. That is the concept. So I told you I'm gonna explain you for in and for off in today's class. I kept my promise. And regarding the material, that's it. That's what all I can teach you. There are two coding activities. You have to do it on your own. And that's it. That is for today's class.